Hey guys, welcome up to Tamworth here, and welcome to the brand new show of Riding the Pine. I thought for a brand new series and a brand new branding, I thought I'd bring along one of my favourite buddies in Johnny One. Mate, good to have you.
There you go, mate.
Local legend up here, Tamworth. So,
wouldn't go that far.
I mean, you brought the cold weather for us, and mate, Uggies, Trackbees,
Yeah.
mate, where's the sunshine?
Yeah, apparently tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we're bringing it on tomorrow. So.
All right. Well, that's good to know because obviously, guys, we're going to be up here for the next 3 days. Got the Tamworth June Carnival here with over 60 teams. Mate, obviously, we're bringing a team, the Marlins. Your son's playing this year?
Yeah. He's actually playing for the Dead Stars. Not playing for Tamworth this year. Mate, he just wanted to play with a few of his Newcastle baseball mates and stuff like that. Just wanted to have a bit of fun playing.
Definitely. I mean, I've been there. Obviously, when I first started playing this tournament, I played for the Dead Stars myself.
And I was a Dead Star too.
Yeah.
So, pass on the legacy sort of thing.
Definitely. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. Well, obviously, with the carnival starting 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, there's lots of sort of games and activities going on here. But if you are looking to pick up the live stream, whether you want to follow on Game Changer, they'll be followed through BP Sports on YouTube. You can check out Game Changer. We'll have a Tamworth hub there. Mate, it's just going to be having so many games. So we're really looking forward to having everyone come down, have an amazing tournament. Now, obviously, 57 years this carnival's been going. I was talking to Bradley earlier about it. So what was it like in year one, Johnny?
Yeah, yeah, pretty close to being there. Mate, a long-standing tournament. Biggest tournament in Australia.
Yeah, I think so. I've never been part of a bigger tournament.
Yeah, it's the biggest tournament in Australia, and been running a lot of years, and getting bigger. So no, it's a great tournament, mate. The only thing that makes it a little bit hard is the cold, but yeah, mate, toughens us up.
Comes with the territory. You know what you're in store for, right? You're not coming here for a midsummer tournament. And
yeah. Mate, makes the drinks warm you up a little bit better.
No, definitely. So. Well, obviously this Tamworth sort of tournament ties into regional baseball, and this Tamworth tournament, it just grows every year. So at max capacity, we're kind of running around 70 teams. This year we're seeing about 63, 64. Now, being part of country baseball and being a local guy yourself, Johnny, country baseball, where do you see it? Where have you come from? Where did you come into the game at?
Mate, I started in Port Macquarie, actually, playing for the Hawks.
The Hawks.
I played there as a cricketer. We put a side together as a rep cricket team, and we had one kid that was brought into our team that was a baseballer.
Yep. Just
so that we had one, and had an old softball coach, Lance. And mate, he was tough as nails, and he taught us how to play, and we won. It was pretty cool.
I've played a little bit of cricket in the outdoor sense way back in sort of the high school days, and having played baseball previously to having some cricket matches, the difference of warming up cricket, baseball, right? we're used to going for the run, the stretching, have a throw, get everything warm. Cricket's not really as warm up, right?
No.
But
and that was the thing, the transition from cricket to baseball. Lance, he was a tough old coach.
Oh, I bet.
And we used to do the old peppers, and if you weren't paying attention, he'd hit you with the ball. He'd hit the ball at you, and it soon made us aware that you got to pay attention.
Definitely, it's like there's a reason we have a glove, right?
Yeah.
We just don't let it hit you. Get those hand-eye coordinations in there, and no, it's definitely, I think a lot of baseballers I spoke about on the way up to Tamworth that baseballers have a good adaptation to many sports compared to reverse roles, right?
Yeah, you think of cricket and all that, and how they use a lot of baseballers these days to teach them how to field and all that, and a lot of the hitting and all that, and golf and all that, everything transfers.
Yes, definitely.
You go away to places like Driveline and all the baseball analytics and all that, and you work out that a lot of it's all the same.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, speaking of dryline, I believe you sent your son to some sort of camp overseas. Is that right?
Yeah, Noah went to Driveline last year, and in Arizona for 5.5 weeks, and we done a bit of training there. Mate, it's just next level. You know, it's
I
pretty
can only
cool.
imagine just the resources available at those kind of camps, those facilities. It's nothing that I wish we had here, right?
Well, yeah, look, you know, it is what it is, but you know, you go over there and you're training with kids the same age, you know, college players and stuff like that, but they also you get a lot of independent ball players and you know, even pros. So it's pretty cool. And then you know, you get the younger kids earlier on in the day and stuff like that. So mate, they just do it at a top level, right from little kids all the way through. You know,
Yeah.
and I guess that's what we miss here. You know,
Definitely.
yeah, I always thought I'd love to make a centre like that here in Tamworth.
And run it?
No, I'd love to, mate.
Yeah.
I'd love to. That'd be awesome. But you know, it costs too much money, and you wouldn't have enough people here in Tamworth to do it. But it surprised me that something like that hasn't been done in Sydney. But
Well, I think
you
actually
get scatterings of it. You know?
Yeah, look, I think especially in the country side of things, we've got some high performance camps that are starting to get underway. We have like 3 hubs: north, central, and south. I need to track down our friend Gary Everson, who is running a high performance camp on the sort of central section. But obviously, you know, things take time to grow and develop. But I mean, we have the people here who would enjoy such camps and facilities, right?
Oh, mate. And that's the thing. Like, you know, you can do all the training in the world, but until you go away to camps like this and you're with like-minded kids or whatever, you're the same age, and you know, like Noah trains with me every day.
Does he have your arm? Does he have your arm?
No, he's got a better arm than me. But you know, he gets bored with that, and so they get a bit stale and stuff. But when they go away and train twice as hard with kids their own age and all that, and they're all competing, and you know, and the competitive edge comes out in them. It's just such a good atmosphere, and you can see how much they they enjoy it more, you know, and they want to do more. So it just brings it all out in them, and that I guess that's what we sort of lack out here in the country. You know?
Well, I thought it's a bit of a segue to speaking about people who care about the game, and obviously this being a country regional kind of tournament. I wanted to speak about our great late Al Parrott.
Yeah, Al.
Obviously, his passing was very very heartfelt and a big loss to country and baseball itself.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And look, we were actually at Driveline when that happened, so unfortunately I missed Al's funeral, and but mate, we were there in spirit. Mate, Al's a massive loss for the country region, especially. He was certainly a driver of baseball in, well, not just country, mate. He was a driver of baseball in general.
Well, I think grade one.
You know?
I mean, we played the Australian provincials. We went state to state. We went, you know, international. Like he was driving all of that.
Yeah, and he cared more about the game than even the team. You know, the game come first, and
well, if you don't have no game, there's nothing, right?
That's right, and he looked at it long term, not just today, sort of thing. So, mate, he was a great man.
Beautiful. Well, I mean, obviously, Kate has set up a great foundation in his legacy. Now, obviously, I've got these posters made up, and they'll be shown around the ground here all weekend. Now, this is a fabulous legacy in Al's honour, and it goes towards helping kids all around New South Wales looking to grow their skills, join tournaments, and all of that stuff that makes you want to be a part of baseball and its community. So I'll put the links up for this on this video. if you're down here, we'd love to just help you donate to the great cause. Now, obviously, these things they're not. It's not just another GoFundMe. It's not another donation. For us in the baseball community, Al meant the world to us. And I feel like it's only rightful that we continue his legacy to sort of just help baseball keep along the path that he was pushing it towards,
Yeah.
It's just that we don't have enough Als.
No. And just something on that text is Al wasn't about the guy that everyone expected to get picked in teams and stuff. Yeah, he'd look at them as well. Al was about the diamond in the rough, the guy that gets underlooked. And I think that's a big thing. And with this foundation, that's possibly the type of players that he wants to, that he would want to get. You don't have to be the number one. He wants the underdog.
He wants that coal in the rough in front of diamond. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
The guy that tries and doesn't get looked at, but really has something special, and he had a knack for finding that guy.
Definitely.
We went on a few tours, and there was some guys in the team that's like, God, what the hell are they doing here?
Yeah,
never heard of them before. And
baseball's a small community in a sort of sense where we know the who's who roughly.
Yeah, and those guys ended up being the pick of the tournaments. They'd outperform most guys. So
is Al a Moneyball rider? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because I think like whether it's life or a job, like a lot of people pick the general standouts because it's easier, but it's the oddities, the little quirks, the things that get overlooked. Al being a bit of a psychology kind of based player, he sees through some of the like initial things that people would.
Yeah, I think he just seen, a kid's heart. I think that was the big thing. He could tell, this kid's got heart, and so he knew how to bring the best out in him. He's someone I can work with, sort of thing. He's good for that. He didn't go off the norm. He didn't pick the guy that everyone expected.
And I think it didn't just stay with players, right? Like the coaching staff that he brought along, they kind of had the same, let's say, attitudes, and kind of he started to teach them to look differently as well.
Yeah, outside the box, and that was the thing. And it wasn't always about picking the guys that would necessarily make sure we win. It was about picking the right culture.
Yes.
Guys that would fit in to the culture, and pardon me, but they weren't dickheads.
No.
Well,
I get it, because baseball is chemistry to me, right? Like, I mean, you can look at the major leagues, right? We've got the biggest payroll team, and you've got the lowest payroll team. But sometimes the results don't match the money that's invested because the chemistry, the balance is not all right in the clubhouse or the roster. And Al, being a people person, he picked the right people for the right pieces.
Yeah, and I think that was it. I think it was more of a team that wasn't just individual stars.
Yeah.
We didn't tend to have those real individual stars, a lot of the time we were the underdog. People sort of didn't rate us.
No, definitely not.
But
we showed them.
We've done well as a team, So
I mean, obviously, we took the last trip in the men's trip off to Prague in 2023. Obviously, we walked away with the bronze medal over there, and I thought, taking a bit of a mixed experience with a bit of sort of rookie, we showed that country baseball has players in this region and New South Wales that we can compete with some big people overseas.
Yeah, that's right. I think the only real difference between them and us was depth, maybe.
Yeah.
We certainly had enough guys that you could, match it up with them, and that weren't overmatched. It was just probably more the depth. But we weren't outmatched, that's for sure.
Well, I was obviously going back to the tournament here. Starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. Look, I'm going to be playing, but I'm also going to be looking at the talent, because there's, A-grade's got some pretty pretty stacked teams. Like, I mean, we got the Marlins team, we got the Dead Stars team, we've got our home team in Tamworth, and also got Team Bandits all the way from ACT. One thing I did notice when I was looking at some of the teams where they came from, I mean, we're pulling teams from Victoria, Queensland, obviously Canberra. So it's a pretty big tournament that everyone wants to be a part of.
Yeah, and mate, the thing I really like about it is, and being a Tamworth player, the thing that as a Tamworth player we really liked about the tournament was it's really the only opportunity some country players get to play up against ABL players.
That's right. Well, we have Interport. Interport was coming.
Yeah.
And there was some big
there
arms.
There was some legit players coming from Interport.
Just what I need on a cold day with a fast pitching and a wooden bat, yeah?
That's right.
It's just my hands are tingling.
But, for a lot of country players, that's the one and only opportunity they may ever get to play against some legit ABL players. And that was what was special about this tournament. No, that's what it is special about this tournament.
Definitely.
Look, it'd be great to get even more.
Could you see this? I mean, we have some tournaments out there throughout the year that go for longer than 3 days because obviously just it's across a long weekend. We have like the AYCs, we have the country champs and stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing this play over a week. What do you reckon?
Geez, a week of drunk blokes. I don't know.
Locals.
I don't know how the wives would go with that and the girlfriends, but mate, it'd be awesome. But I don't know if the bodies would hold up to it either.
That's true.
It's easier in those junior ranks, mate, when you recover quick. But
it's about taking a deep roster,
and
right?
yourself, you could probably do it.
Well, I'm hoping to back up this. I'm pushing 40, so it's it's not the end of the life, but I mean, look, it's the baseball cycle, right? Like, where do you keep giving to baseball when you stop playing on the field, right? I mean, like, where do I find you these days when you're not playing? Are you playing?
Well, yeah, no.
Okay.
Look, mate, I'm coaching first grade locally, and I'm happy with that. I probably spend more time training with Noah.
Yep.
And I enjoy that. I just sort of, I play if I'm needed, if with Tamworth. But other than that, I'm happy to let the young ones have a go now.
For sure.
It's not like I've got anything to prove or anything to try and strive for. It's more just staying healthy enough to throw with Noah.
Yeah.
Not that I can throw as far as him now.
You need to go on them iron arm, iron mics.
Yeah.
Just feed the batting machines for him,
That'd be nice. I don't like it when he wants to throw long toss.
No.
But,
that's a lot of underarms.
and now that he's wanting to pitch.
That's a position change for him.
He gets his 55-year-old bloody father to catch for him. It's like, he's going to kill me.
It's just like, I see a funny scene where there's like a mum dressed up in catcher's gear sitting on a bucket. She's like, give it to me. And then she just falls off the bucket. We're not going to see that to you, are we?
Well, no. I'm not using a bucket, although he told me to use one the other day.
Well, he's looking after your knees.
Yeah. So I just made sure he had catcher's gear with him, because usually he doesn't. He wants me to get behind it, and it's like,
the reflexes are...
No, they're not what they used to. He knows the eyesight, mate. So,
no, that's fine, man.
And he throws too hard for me, so...
No, look, I'm just glad you're still part of the baseball community, and obviously coming down to not just these tournaments, but obviously, helping your son to still develop, because father like son. Hopefully he's playing through to his 50s.
Yeah, look, and mate, I might even have a bit more of a run next year.
Yeah.
Get a bit more time, and I've had a bit more time to recover from the shoulder surgery and stuff, so I've started sort of throwing a bit. So.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, I said it's hard to. I tickle with the idea of, like, when do you call time?
Yeah.
Like, it is the most, like, I mean, it's not like your work life where, like, I've got a number, 65, 70, that's my retirement age. In sport, it's hard, like, when you're passionate and the body's still performing, and then it's like, one day it probably won't.
Well, that's, the wife keeps wanting me to retire, and, she gets upset when I don't. But as I keep saying,
so you're home too much now.
Yeah, you don't want me to retire, because then I'll take up golf, and that'll cost a fortune.
Oh yes.
because I want all the gear, and I want to play it really well. So, she's better off if I stick to baseball, I think.
Well done,
So,
well done. Well, look, that'll wrap us up for tonight. But thank you for joining us, Johnny.
not a problem,
Look, as I said, guys, we'll be here live at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Look, come say hello to the stand here. We'll have a few more interviews. We'll have the live streams going. Follow on Game Changer. I'll throw up all the links later tonight. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Take care.